Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the Scent Shelf. Hope everyone's doing well. So today, I'm gonna do my first impression on Armaf's Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. This one is interesting, man. So I just sprayed it on. This has been right here. It's been on my skin for about 25 minutes. And then right here, I just refreshened the opening about 5 minutes ago. So I did want to get just a little bit of that dry down because the opening was not my cup of tea at all, man. The opening was harsher than people described it. And people said this is like the smoother of the bunch as far as the Club de Nuit Intense Man. I don't even want to smell the other ones, man, because this was already kind of rough in the opening. So off the top, you just got straight citruses, and then you got black pepper and pink pepper. And I think that's why it did a number on my nose and literally like just started kind of making the back of my throat kind of itch a little bit. Not itch in a way of like allergy, but it was invasive, man. But really, in the opening, to my nose, I just got lime, like straight up. So the top notes is you got lemon, pineapple, lime, and bergamot with that black pepper and that pink pepper. But really just think lime. Like I just felt like I was squeezing a lime into a Corona and I was about to do that. That's what I got. And then the black pepper and the pink pepper just really made it kind of punch through and just like, it was a lot, man. And I actually enjoy citrus openings, like for the most part. Like for example, Eros Energy. Some people don't like that. They think it just smells like pine salt. I actually really like Eros Energy in the opening. It's like a very energetic, kind of electric, lemony opening, but it doesn't like murder the back of your throat. Probably because it doesn't have the peppers that this has. This has, like I said, black pepper and pink pepper off the top. So it's like, be careful, man. When you throw this on, be careful because it's gonna come in hot and it's gonna murder your nose a little bit. But at about the 15 minute mark, it starts to really settle down. You still kind of have the lime carrying, but I think that's where you finally start to feel some of the pineapple come through. And the middle notes is just straight florals. So you got jasmine, lily of the valley, rose, and freesia. So it's literally just straight florals. And there's almost like a little stink to it. And then I was looking at the notes, and I was like, okay, it's probably the white musk. So as it got to the dry down within the first 15 minutes, I was kind of like, something a little stinky about it. And then I saw it and I was like, okay, it's the white musk that kind of mixes in with the florals, with the pepper kind of amplifying the white musk. So there's gonna be a little bit of stinkiness in the dry down, but it's not like anything crazy. But it'll definitely kind of make you stop for a second and be like, kind of stinks a little bit. But I like it. It's not a bad stink at all. Now it's working together a lot better. So that was at like the 15-20 minute mark. It's been now about 25, pushing almost close to 30 minutes that I've had this drying down at this part of my hand. I just reopened it up here. In the opening, I'm still just getting straight up lime and pepper. Like literally I have to drink water while I'm smelling this because it's like murking the back of like my sinuses right now. It's murdering the back of my sinuses. The pepper's rough, man. Opening is rough, I'll be honest. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. And like I said, people say this is the smoother one. I don't even want to smell the other ones. One of my buddies said he got either the EDT or the EDP of Club de Nuit Intense Man, and he was like, I had to return it, bro. It's just so harsh. He was like, I couldn't do it. It was super harsh. I just wasn't enjoying it. With this one, it's still really harsh. I can only imagine what the other ones kind of smell like, but the dry down is starting to get really, really nice. So yeah, I'm at about the 30-ish, probably minute mark at this point. Like I said, that white musk mixing in with those florals and that the citruses with the pepper off the top. And now it's kind of introducing that leather and that cedar that you got in the base notes, which I love leather. Leather and all the woody notes. I love all woody notes except for maybe like pine. So yeah, this cedar kind of leathery essence is starting to poke through. I don't get much patchouli, even though it says it in the base notes. I don't really get much patchouli at all, but Yeah, it's a little more citrus than I would like. I was really hoping to get something kind of smooth and more refined. But we're 30 minutes into this dry down, and I'm still just getting so much lime, dude. I'm not even getting much pineapple. I'm getting a little bit, but obviously it's there. If the pineapple and lemon and bergamot weren't there, obviously it'd be like, okay, this is too much, but there's a hint of the other ones, but the main one peeking through, man, is that lime and that pepper. The dry down, the pepper starts to pipe down a little bit, and you really, like I said, start to focus more on those florals and that white musk kind of mixing in there. I'm so glad it has leather and cedar in the base notes to kind of at least calm it down a little bit. So off rip, what do I give this, guys? I give this an 8 out of 10 first impression. I'm not blown away. I thought this was gonna be better. I thought I was gonna absolutely love this, but this is way fruitier, way citrusy, way more citrusy than I was expecting, and very rough off the top with that pepper. I mean, it's spanking you up, man. But the presentation's so nice, man. The way it comes in is incredible. So it comes in this pouch, and then you got it in a box here. You can tell they really wanted to go above and beyond with the presentation. But then this, man, it's like, okay, you got this, you got that box. It's not like a super high quality box, but it's nicer than your typical cardboard box. And then you got this inside of all that. And this is where I was like, oh, this is the nicest presentation I've gotten out of any Middle Eastern fragrance I've gotten. So like they really went above and beyond. You got the Armaf tag here, a little velvet at the bottom so it doesn't slip. And then it's nice, man. It's plastic, but it has like a wood painting, like a gray wood painting on it. And you open it up and boom, it's in there blinging, man. The bottle looked tacky online. I thought it was gonna look a lot worse than this, but in person, I actually really like it. I thought the bottle was gonna be a lot uglier, but it's nice, man. It's reflective. You got the Armaf tag and the fragrance name in there. Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum. Limited edition, a collector's pride. It also comes with a fingerprint eraser, or what you can clean your glasses with. But presentation's incredible, man. Best presentation I've gotten, like I said, out of any Middle Eastern fragrance. But as far as the smell goes, underwhelming. Like I said, I gave it 30 minutes before I did the first impression, so I refreshened here. It's been about 30 minutes on my wrist here at this point. I give it an 8 out of 10, maybe even lower, I'll be honest. I think it's like a 7.8 out of 10. Yeah, it's like a 7.8. It's a little too harsh, man. But if you can get through those first 10, 15 minutes, this one's been about 15 minutes now. If you can get through about the first 15 minutes, the dry down, like I said, it's like you still have obviously the citruses and the pepper into the dry down. But in the dry down, you start to see how those florals and that white musk starts to come in there and kind of make it a little bit stinky. But then you got the leather and the cedar to kind of like give it some depth. So the dry down is pretty solid, I will say. But since this is a parfum, I'm interested to see how it's smelling, at the second hour, third hour, and we'll see what the longevity's like. So projection's pretty good. It's kind of like middle of the pack projection. Opening's rough, man. Presentation's incredible, but yeah, I'll come back to this, guys. I'll come back and see what this is doing once I get some time to play around with it. But first impression, I gotta give this a 7.8 out of 10. It was just way too harsh. It was spanking my freaking throat. I was like, man, I literally had to go get a glass of water when I first sprayed it on this hand, because I was like, I can't even put my nose into that, man. It's harsh. But yeah, guys, this is my first impression. 7.8 out of 10 is what I give this. And this is Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. Stay tuned, guys. I'll definitely do a full review on this in probably the next week or so. But that's it for this one, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope this helps. If you're thinking about picking it up, like I said, if you're a fruity batch lover, citrus lover, you might really like this one. But definitely stay tuned for the full review. And that's it for this one, guys. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.